Okay, this is the start of the Kaibab South Trail. No pets. And a couple of weeks ago, it might have been icy, but now it's definitely warmed up. Okay, it looks like Switchbacks going down. Okay, here's the fun Switchbacks at the start. I'm not sure how the view gets better than this. The start of this trail is very impressive. I see why this trail is recommended so highly. And I would almost say, if you don't want to do the hike, at least come out the first 1/10 of a mile and see these views. I did start early-ish for me, which means like 9:30. I'm not somebody who usually likes to get up at like 5 a.m. and go on the hike. I'll get up, get ready, just take my time, ease into it. And I was under the impression that most of this hike was going to be in the sun. And so far, most of it's been in the shade, but I think once you come around the turn, that may change. Okay, I think we're getting close to the turnaround and we're getting out into the sun. Yeah, I think Oh Ahh Point is right up here, and it's where everyone's stopping. So hopefully it'll clear out in a second.
Thank you.
Stay right there. Just stay up.
Yeah, that was the Oh Ahh Point, which is gorgeous. Hopefully we can get back there when the sun's going down. But right now it's just completely packed with people. If you go a little bit further, there's a place that's just as good as Oh Ahh Point, and there's not as many people. Okay, we're starting to turn the corner here. Yeah, just go a little bit further than Oh Ahh Point and you get this beautiful panoramic view. This is almost identical to the Oh Ahh point. So now we're going on to the other side. It looks like there's some switchbacks. And then it goes down to kind of a rest area. Okay, the trail's starting to clear out. There's definitely fewer people down here. Now, All Trail says that we're a mile in, but it's probably more like a mile and a half to 2 miles because I started it so late. And down here's a bathroom. It's almost like a rest area, I would say. There's some shade. This is the last few steps down to the rest area. You can hear the helicopters in the distance. This is the Cedar Ridge area. There's no drinking water here, but there is a good place to rest, and they have bathrooms. Okay, we took a little water break. Time to get back on the trail. I see there's like rocks perched out on the ledge. This will be a great little stopping area on the way back. Little private snack area. Okay, there's a little bit of switchbacking. Not a lot. And then it goes over to this area. I'm feeling really good right now, so if this is the end on the All Trails route, then I'll probably just continue on a little bit further. I mean, honestly, going down has been very easy. And I'd hate to give up these views. This is our last full day in Grand Canyon. Then we're heading to Verde Valley Thousand Trails. We got a mule sighting. Much rather walk this than be on a mule. I'd feel less in control. Although this is, this looks like mules carrying stuff back up. So I don't think this is people riding the mules.
It's cool because there's no people, dude.
It's just so cool seeing the mules go by. And this is the area where I guess if you go on donkey, they tie it up here and you can get some good views. And this is a look back. And up top there, we got the rim. Okay, this was a little rest area, but now it starts to drop a little bit, and we're gonna go down a couple more switchbacks. Just came down this section, and there's also a nice little rest area right here with a rock. There's some pretty rock formations over here. Okay, I think the trail goes up there on the top. Then this is the start of almost like a new trail that goes down to the river. It's that switchback area. We'll see how I feel when I get over to there. We have another line of donkeys coming up, so I need to get to the Plateau area over here. Get out of their way. This looks like a good stopping area up here on the left. It's not too far. This is a good plateau to stop for the donkeys. Might take them a minute or two to get here though. And I think I see the trail right here. This is I think that's the Tonto Trail. It goes along, you can see it going all the way over to that overlook area, which would be the village and the campground. Yeah, we came up to the very level area. Even though it's level, the footing here is not the best. But I'll take uneven footing and level over straight down. Okay, what's this cool plant right here? I think that's agave. We saw one of these at the visitor center that looked like it was dead. I think they called it an Arizona agave. Okay, I learned from everybody else, stay off the trail and just go to the left. It looks like there's a secondary, completely level, easy to walk on area. Oh wow, this is a stunning view out here. And there's multiple of these agave plants out here. Just a pretty view looking back. I think if you want to go down to the Colorado River and the bridge, it's maybe 3 more miles. So far I feel really good, so I'm going to try it.
Oh, yeah. Down this way, I think.
I wanted to see if there's a view over there.
Okay, that was Skeleton Point. We'll continue the hike. I think this it goes on the side of this and goes down a bunch of switchbacks. So this is the start of the switchback area. And here's the fun that we're about to have. You can see the Colorado River getting closer. I'm meeting so many cool, awesome people on this trail. The people I just met, they said the distance I've come down so far, you got to double that, and then you get down to the plateau, and then you have From the Plateau to get down to the Colorado River is another 1,500 feet. So now I'm coming out of the shady area, and I think this is going to be full sun probably for the next hour. So maybe I'll stop and get some water here. I'd like to think those were California condors, but they're probably just turkey vultures. Okay, now we're into the sun. And these switchbacks don't look too bad. The secret to the switchbacks is making sure you get your feet into the right groove. And it looks like there's a little viewing platform down there. Go check that out. I think I'm about halfway done with the switchback area. Okay, I just passed the sign, said 3.5 miles on the Kaibab trail and 3.8 to Phantom Ranch, so this is the halfway point. Okay, we're done with the red section of the switchbacks, and now we're coming up to the white switchbacks. It's about 12:30 right now, probably 4 miles in. Maybe 3 o'clock I'll turn back around, maybe 2:30. Hoping to get down to the river by then. And I'm thinking when I'm going up, the sun might be on the other side of this mountain, so it might be going up in the shade, I'm hoping. Look at this cool rock hanging off. And I noticed a change in rocks in this area. So it's about 12:45-ish. The sun's almost directly overhead. And I'm pretty confident by about 3 o'clock the sun will be on the other side of the mountain. And it'll be much more pleasant coming back up those switchbacks in the shade. And I think I'm done with that major switchback area. And I'm still 700, 800 feet above that plateau. But the trail for some reason became really good right here. Okay, this looks like coming up on another descent, maybe some more switchbacks. We'll see when we get. I think this is gonna go on the other side of this mountain. So hopefully there's some more shade. I come around the turn and there's a shade right here. I'm gonna just stop for a second. There's signs of life. There's a rest area down there. Probably just a bathroom. I would doubt they would have water, but if they did, that would be really nice. But I would say after the switchbacks, the trail has become just flat and level. Well, not level, but going down. And almost became better. Really liking this portion of the trail. And I just came up to this cool little alcove area with this black rock. And maybe I'm a little bit low on sugar, so I get down to that rest area. I'll take a break and get something to eat. Okay, I think it's 1.5 miles, 2 miles down to the river. Got plenty of time. It's just adds extra time going up. but so close to it. Might as well do it. Okay. That's the way down to the river. I thought I heard a helicopter or a boat earlier. I think it's just the rapids on the river. Okay, there are people that say leave early in the morning and come out here. But then when you're going back, you're gonna get the sun the entire way. Almost thinking it might be better to go a little bit later and then get the shade on the way up. There's a great little rest area on the stopped here on the way back. Wow, it's just such a pretty section down here. It looks totally different than upper areas of the canyon. Although the trail gets a little bit more rough. And the trail here is pretty good. It's, I definitely have the feeling that I'm getting close to the water. There were people I saw earlier on at the beginning of the trail, and they already went down and they were coming back. So maybe another, I'm guessing, mile, and at least 1,000 feet down. Getting very close to the Colorado. I'm gonna have trouble not dipping in it. You can see up in the top the rim trail. Okay, I'm about 3.5 hours in. There's some switchbacks. Hopefully we'll be down at the river. I think when I get down there, I'm gonna jump on that helicopter, have it take me to the nearest bar. Get something tall and cold. A little over 4 hours in. Okay, it's just this last little teeny bit. One more switchback. Go over the bridge. Then, looks like go to the construction zone. Hopefully the welcome center is open there. And I noticed with Bright Angel, I think I went up in like half the time that it took me to go down. Going down, I'm like watching every single step. Going up, I just have to take a break every little bit. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can still go across the bridge. I think so. I think that's a different way. I think that's the way that you would go if you wanted to go back on Bright Angel. Going down here over to the left. Okay, it's about 2:15 and I'm down at the bridge. I think I hear a helicopter. See if I can get a video of it. Okay, I think I'm just hearing the echo off the canyon of the helicopter, which is probably over towards the visitor center. at the 4.5 hour point, and we're at the bridge. There's a tunnel. Now the bridge feels pretty sturdy. It looks sketchy, but it feels very sturdy. As long as I'm not heavier than the mules, then, or I guess the donkeys, then the bridge is good. Colorado River and the Grand Canyon. It looks like they used this suspension line to send things across the canyon. So I guess they don't have to bring the donkeys over the bridge. In just a short walk, we should be over to, I think it's a visitor center. I'm not sure. Praying for lemonade if that's actually true. Just an epic, peaceful journey going down here. And it is early April, April 10th or so. It looks like there's some ruins down here. There's a sign over there. I'll check it out. So we're coming up on what looks like a little rest station. If they have drinkable water, that'd be awesome. I still have 2 bottles left, so I don't need it. It would just make the trip up a little bit more comfortable. And it says they have water down here, so we'll go check it out. I think coming down to the bottom, having the water here makes it all worth it. Okay, it's 2:50 and I'm heading back. I had a freshwater fill station at the bottom. I don't know if I'll get too much in the way of good video on the way back, so I'm gonna just try to get back as fast as I can. I'm already thinking it's gonna be about 7 p.m. and we started about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Okay, this is definitely a legit, strenuous hike. I'm getting close to the first, or actually the last rest area before you get down to the bottom. They have bathrooms there in a covered area, and they have unfiltered water. So I got plenty of water though. After that area, it's almost 4 miles up some switchbacks, and then the final 3.5 miles going up. It should be very pretty with the sun coming down. I'm now looking back to see, saw that Longhorn sheep come up, and it started to walk up the trail towards me. That ended my break, and I made sure to get out of there as quickly as I could. This area looks like an oasis to me right now. Just a cool shaded area. Sit and rest for a little bit. Not quite up to the bathroom area yet. I don't know how this looks on the camera, but it's sparkling in the sunlight. Okay, just leaving the rest area. It's about 4:30. The sun is at a much different angle. It looks like there should be some shade going back. I remember saying that I like to go up better than going down. I think for this hike, I'd like to revise that. But I feel pretty relaxed and I'm completely hydrated. So it should be a beautiful hike back. The going later in the day worked out a lot because past that rest area with the bathroom, so far it's been almost shade the entire way. It's still grueling. This is significantly harder than Angel's Landing was. I would not do this hike unless you were prepared for it. Plenty of water, food, sleep, good hiking shoes, proper hat, sun protection. I'm looking down the canyon for animals and stuff, but I'm just picking out a bunch of white rocks. But look at this view. And I think this is the white switchback area going to the red switchback area. Yeah, it's completely in the shade. Okay, I'm 2,000 feet up from the bottom. 3,000 feet left. Just taking a break. And here's the red switchbacks up there. So they're also shaded. When I was coming down, it was very hot with the sun beating down on this area. Now it's very comfortable. Yeah, it's turning into the red switchbacks. White switchbacks complete. Okay, we've come about 3.5 miles up. We got 3.5 miles left, so we're about halfway. I think I'm gonna come back out into the sun. Have to get the hat back out. And I think this is gonna end the red switchbacks. I think I'm coming up on the next rest area. About 2,700 feet up from the Colorado River area. Okay, we're back up at Skeleton Point. This is a nice flat section. And we're getting pretty close. Maybe another 2,000 feet up. Just absolutely spectacular. Can't wait to share this with friends and family. And unfortunately, I guess it's 2 miles, 2,000 feet left, which is not that bad. Except for I think I just got a blister on my left foot. So that's gonna be fun. I think the turkey vultures are trying to help me out. The sun's almost completely down.